Things are getting ready for Ripple and XRP to change the US financial market as a whole. And I do think that everyone should be paying attention to what the US is doing, especially what the new administration is going to focus on and what we are already seeing in the regulatory side of things, like how some regulatory bodies like the SEC are being reorganized. That being said, welcome to the My Channel Coins notice. If you're new to the channel, I hope that by the end of this video you'll have subscribed and joined the free Discord group that I'll link below. Let's think about this. I've been talking about the SEC and the CFTC, how rules will come into this area, and what a lot of these energy projects will look like. And when we think about what Ripple has been working on and all the talk about tokenization, as an example, I do think that some projects in this space, XRP being one of them, are going to become very important parts of the new financial system and even strengthen it. Now, almost every country in the world is getting ready for this too. To become crypto hubs, they want to grow. The US does too. As we think about that and look at what's on my screen right now, we can see that blockchain is solving a lot of the problems that come up in regular transactions like cross-border payments. This post was made by Ripple not long ago. 6 regular crossword puzzle debt problems that local banks have to deal with. A lot of money that you don't see coming in. Slow settlement. Limited access problems with service stability. Complex handling of compliance. Limits on liquidity. The good news is that Ripple payments solve all of these issues. Okay, let's think about this some more. Next, we'll talk about the RLUSD stablecoin. We don't know when this will be revealed. A lot of people picked the 4th. The statement that this video is going live might already have been made by the time it actually goes live. But you should pay attention to the safe coin, especially if you already have XRP, and I'm going to talk about why in this film. Okay, let's look at this. It says transact with confidence. Ripple USD is used. Instant payments and simple on and off ramps for fiat to stablecoin around the world. To put it another way, the stablecoin is also changing the way people pay for things across borders. It's said that it's sent out on the XRP ledger and the Ethereum blockchain. A lot of people have now said that they are going to focus on the Ethereum side. I don't really see the point of having deals settled on the Ethereum blockchain. I can't understand it. This works a lot better with the XRP system. I believe that a large portion of the RLUSD trades will be recorded on the XRP ledger. That's how I think in general. Now that we've thought about that, let's move on to this Ripple USD for sending money and sending money for business. This is again that cross-border deal. You know, things are finally coming together here thanks to the stablecoin. That's where a lot of those savings become more questionable, especially when it comes to the XRP ledger. That's what we're focusing on when it comes to sending money back home. But besides that, there are also these centralized platforms that help trade volumes grow by working with a stablecoin that can be trusted and is open and honest. Then there are payment service providers. With a stablecoin that is focused on payments and compliance, you can get access to global funding and new markets. This is all about companies, though, both small and large ones, as well as institutions. It's clear why you should use Ripple USD. Multi-chain issuance, high liquidity, instant payments, and finance that can be programmed. A lot of people around the world are using stablecoins, but if we look over here too, this goes back to June of this year. Here's the president of Ripple talking about a regular listener who called for the first time. They had a great conversation about how Ripple's products are changing and how the soon-to-be-released RLUSD stablecoin will work with XRP to make cross-border flows more efficient. To go along with their use of XRP is the key here. Right now we have the about 2-minute clip of her talking about this. We have Justin. XRP and the Ripple stablecoin RLUSD are designed to work well together. Monica Long said that RLUSD was made to work with XRP and add to it. She went on to say that XRP is a neutral bridge currency for everything that is tokenized on the chain. This is where we see XRP's role. Look it over. How are stablecoins different from XRP in ways that XRP can't do them? That is a great question. We think of them as adding to each other and working together. In that part of our business, people make payments, and there are many times when they want to see the deal go through in US dollars, or it's just the most cost-effective way to do things. Along big corridors like the US dollar and the euro, there is a lot of money moving through them. You don't need something like XRP as a bridge currency. That was how the people who made the book always talked about it. In the early days of Ripple, we always talked about how a neutral coin could be used as a bridge asset. In this case, XRP would be for the future of the Internet of Value. On-chain, there are tokens for all sorts of things. A thing like that is needed for cross-currency or cross-token payment to work really well. It's more about the long tail. I'll make it easier. It's more the long tail of assets and currencies that have the highest costs. For example, when you send money from a country in sub-Saharan Africa to a country in the Middle East or Europe, the currencies used are different. And there isn't as much cash on hand, it costs a lot. For that kind of payment, you might have to pay fees of more than 10%. That's where we think XRP will play a part. Again, it's all about being the main currency for trading and also the neutral bridge currency. What this means is that the stablecoin is really making XRP more useful generally. Remember what Brad Garlinghouse said in a recent interview. This is a big shout out to Subjective. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin will focus more on big financial players. I'd like to talk about Ripple and your business, the whole company, including corporate business, payments, custody, and the new stablecoin that will be released soon. Where in your company do you see the most demand for all of these goods and services right now? We've always tried to pay attention to the places with the most conflict. Getting money into and out of different countries and across borders has always been hard, especially when it comes to cross-border payments. It's clear that some people will use crypto and will just buy it and move it. A lot of people find that hard. Our goal has always been to work with banks and payment companies to make that faster, cheaper, and well, easier. So at first, we only did cross-border payments. We bought a Swiss custody company last summer, and now we have a Ripple custody business with some of the biggest banks in the world. It has grown very quickly. HSBC is one of the clients they have. Also, as you said, we're getting ready to start a new stable coin. Also, I think the fixed coin market is cool, and it's clear that it's grown. We have a market worth about $170 billion right now. In 5 years, some people think it will be worth $2 trillion. Stable coins were already being used by Ripple in our payment flows with our buyers. And there was a time when we were told that Ripple was creating 20% of all USDC. So we thought, look, it makes sense. Of course, there was a big event in the US last spring, 18 months ago, when the USDC deep fixed. And we saw that as a chance for a trustworthy player who already works with many financial institutions to get into that market. We're almost ready to start that. Here's what I'll say last. Ripple has always been used for payments since the beginning of our business. It's always been about following the rules at our business. We've always been we need to work with the government. We need to make sure we have the right licenses, and we believe there is room for one more stablecoin player in the market. One that focuses on organizations and puts compliance first. You said it would be out soon. Could you give us a rough idea of when? Okay, so we're a closed test for ourselves. It's now live and is called Ripple USD. In that context, RLUSD have been made. We will definitely start soon, not months, weeks. Okay, so that's it, right? Their attention is on big players. That's what they want to achieve, right? They don't care about shopping. Listen, Ripple has never really paid attention to the store side of things. Yes, at first they were always saying things like we want to bank the unbanked and other similar things. But this is where I always bring up the fact that I hold XRP, because Ripple is using the XRP ledger to give institutions big answers. Stellar is also giving big answers to retailers, which is why I hold XLM. I'm getting a bit of both here. When we think about RLUSD and what Ripple is trying to do, they're really changing the game. When it comes to the business side of banking, making big changes to how payments are made across borders. They already said that, they were in charge of 20% of all USDC traffic at one point. Are we supposed to just sit here and not think that RLUSD is going to be huge for this space? The XRP system and coins, it's not funny. Yes, the organizations are here and making a big show. And I do believe that a steady coin like RLUSD that is fully focused on following the rules will take over in a big way. We also know that Ripple met with Trump. This new administrator wants to use technology in every way. The US should be pushing it forward and welcoming new ideas. They want the US to be a center for crypto.